takes aim at Dr. Anthony Fauci. The president calling Fauci's warning against reopening too soon not acceptable, especially when it comes to schools. This as that rare child illness is now in at least 17 states, and the CDC tonight on the verge of issuing a new nationwide alert. Plus, that ousted federal vaccine chief issuing his own bleak warning, what he says the U.S. must do to avoid, quote, the darkest winter in modern history. Also, the crisis on campus. Harvard Medical School, the latest big name to cancel some in-person classes for the fall. A major American company telling employees they can work from home forever. Is this the future of the American office? The FBI sounding the alarm how China is trying to steal U.S. vaccine research. The news tonight from a member of our NBC News medical team, how he may have gotten the virus even while taking extreme care. His message to everyone watching. The first responder fatally shot by police 8 times in her own home. Her family now saying it was a botched raid. The outrage tonight. And for the class of 2020, a graduation like you've never seen.
Wow. Just wow. Like, all of that fear, all of that animosity, all of that hatred, and all of that anger. Like, do you see this? I'm going to play a couple of clips of it, but, I mean, just throwing all this at you all at once, constantly, every day. And this is what these people are watching that are scared.
Together against a common enemy are under fire tonight, along with the doctor who has helped lead the fight against coronavirus. President Trump tonight rejecting Dr. Anthony Fauci's dire warnings against reopening the country too soon. The president late today suggesting schools could reopen soon, even as we learn kids may be at more risk from COVID than previously thought. While Fauci himself, who has predicted many more Americans will die, came under a broad attack. And that's where our reporting begins with Jeff Bennett.
President Trump tonight slamming the stark warning from Dr. Anthony Fauci against reopening the country too soon.
Look, he wants to play all sides of the equation. I'm surprised by his answer, actually, because, it's just, to me, it's not an acceptable answer, especially when it comes to schools.
During Tuesday's Senate hearing, Dr. Fauci was asked whether colleges and schools could feel safe welcoming students back in the fall. He said that would largely depend on the availability of testing. Fauci's call for caution clashing with the president's push to lift restrictions, fueling growing fatigue among some Republicans.
I think it's very important that we not let any one person dictate what we do in the economy.
It comes as yet another top government health official is set to deliver a different dire warning to Congress about the coronavirus crisis. Ousted vaccine expert Dr. Rick Bright set to tell a House committee tomorrow that the U.S. faces the darkest winter in modern history.
He's a vaccine expert, mind you.
If it does not develop a more coordinated national response to the pandemic. Dr. Bright filed a whistleblower complaint last week, alleging that he was forced from his job for opposing the wide use of unproven coronavirus treatments embraced by President Trump. His comments coinciding with new reporting from the Associated Press about the CDC's reopening guidance, which was shelved by the White House. The AP reporting that the recommendations were much more detailed than previously known, offering states specific guidance on when communities should allow for non-essential travel, and recommendations on when to shut down again in the event of future flare-ups of the virus. The White House said the document had not been cleared by CDC Director Dr. Robert Redfield.
Those are guidelines in draft form that a rogue employee has given you.
But the AP reports that internal emails show that Redfield did sign off and repeatedly asked the White House to approve the release beginning more than a month ago. Meantime, word tonight that the rapid coronavirus test from Abbott Laboratories, which the White House uses to test the president and those around him, may miss as many as half of positive cases. That's according to a new report from NYU Langone Health. The company is disputing the findings, saying the outcomes in this paper are inconsistent with any experience that we've had with this instrument. The FDA telling NBC News the agency is reviewing the NYU report. And tonight, former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort has been released from a federal prison due to coronavirus concerns and will continue serving his sentence for tax and bank fraud and home confinement, although there are no known cases of coronavirus at the prison where Manafort was held. Lester?
All right, Jeff Bennett, thank you. And as the battle rages over schools, even between the president and his own top medical advisor, there's news about that mysterious inflammatory syndrome striking children. It's now in at least 17 states. Kristen Dahlgren has the latest.
In Oregon, a state with one of the fewest numbers of coronavirus cases, 14-year-old Leah Lopez didn't know what to think when she developed red eyes, a fever, and searing abdominal pain.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it was probably like a 10.
By the time she got to the hospital,
She was in fairly severe cardiac failure.
Leah didn't know anyone with COVID-19, had been careful herself, and is now one of a growing number of kids with pediatric multisystem inflammatory syndrome. She tested positive for COVID antibodies.
What it makes us realize is that it can happen to any child at any time, and we need to be prepared.
As cases surged today to more than 80 in New York City alone, the mayor announced a new ad campaign to alert parents. While the governor said New York is now prioritizing tests for children showing symptoms of the inflammatory syndrome.
If your child has been exposed to someone who had COVID, even if it was several weeks ago, that is a special alert in this situation.
3 children have died, and the syndrome is now suspected in 17 states. It's still rare, but experts have shifted their thinking about kids and coronavirus.
Coronavirus isn't a benign condition in kids. We need to figure out what that denominator is, how many kids actually had coronavirus.
By tomorrow, the CDC is expected to issue a national alert to doctors to look out for symptoms including prolonged fever, rash, red eyes, and abdominal pain. Most children seem to respond to treatment. In New York State, more than half have now gone home, including Jaden Hardawar, who got a warrior send-off. But tonight, their stories may be a warning for what other children could face in the weeks ahead. Kristen Dahlgren, NBC News, New York.
Tonight, that some in-person classes are already canceled for the fall, and many parents and young people are left wondering what's going to happen to their schools. Here's Gabe Gutierrez.
Tonight, Harvard University is telling its new medical, dental, and graduate students that classes will be online this fall after the nation's largest public university system, Cal State, called off in-person classes at its 23 campuses. Across the country, higher education is now facing a reckoning.
It's confronting not only the challenges that the virus presents, but broader issues about things like affordability.
Still, a new poll shows 65% of college students say they would attend in-person classes this fall if given the option. 31% say they would only attend virtually. That means despite the risk, even with potentially packed lecture halls, students clearly prefer a more traditional in-person college experience, not a virtual one.
These are the states that they're declaring as hot spots to be increasing. And as you see, Tennessee is one.
In the heartland. The staggered reopening of the nation sparking dueling protests to both speed up and slow down the push to get Americans back to work. In Fresno, California, a city councilman cited for misdemeanor battery after this confrontation with protesters on his porch. In Los Angeles, the concert season is canceled at the famed Hollywood Bowl for the first time in nearly a century. This is 25 miles of coastline reopened to the public today with new rules.
I was a little bit nervous, but I'm glad we did it.
With LA's most iconic industry shut down and no plans to start production anytime soon, some are ready to begin filming elsewhere. In Georgia, where there's also a mixed bag of restrictions, Tyler Perry Studios will reopen for production in July, testing and sequestering cast and crew for the filming of 2 shows. But tonight across most of the country, the script is unwritten over reopening as more drama plays out. Miguel Almaguer, NBC News, Los Angeles.
Tonight, the FBI is warning that China is jeopardizing the development of a vaccine by trying to hack American research.
This is them letting us know they're trying to hack into our internet, and I talked about this on my live. They're trying to let us know that people are hacking. They could get our information. They could shut down our internet. They could get our information. They could do a lot of things. This is them adding another scare and another fear to what everyone else is already fearing. So That's why I'm showing you all of these clips, and I'm trying my best to put together a bunch of videos because I don't have much time, so I'm trying my best to do this. And I know most of my videos don't get watched, but I hope that y'all will watch these.
Richard Engel has more.
China is trying to steal U.S. coronavirus research, the FBI announced today, by hacking scientists and companies, including those working on a vaccine. That warning, also coming from the government's top cybersecurity agency, says China's potential theft of this information jeopardizes the delivery of secure, effective, and efficient treatment options. American secrets aren't the only targets. The UK, where Oxford researchers say they hope to have a vaccine ready by September, is also seeing attempted hacks. I had a rare interview with the head of the cybersecurity division of GCHQ, the British equivalent of the NSA.
They're attacking different targets. So the nation states are moving away from perhaps things like energy companies towards strategic healthcare targets, towards university researchers into COVID vaccines.
The Trump administration is singling out China, specifically, by name. You are not going there. You're not saying China per se.
The UK and the US share a common picture, a common assessment of the threat.
China is not the only nation accused of cyber espionage. Iran reportedly tried to hack into the company that makes the drug remdesivir, which was granted emergency authorization for COVID by the FDA. Tonight, U.S. authorities are advising healthcare companies to beef up their defenses against hacking. China and Iran deny the allegations. Lester.
Richard.
Loved ones of Breonna Taylor grieving and outraged. The 26-year-old Louisville first responder shot 8 times and killed by police.
Just to know that she died like that in the comfort of her own home.
On March 13th, before 1 a.m., Louisville police say 3 officers executed a search warrant at Taylor's apartment, an address police believed was used by a suspected drug dealer to traffic narcotics. Police reports say officers Jonathan Mattingly, Brett Hankinson, and Miles Cosgrove, wearing plain clothes and no body cameras, announced themselves and forced entry.
The officers forced entry into the exterior.
Okay, now there's been this whole big thing, uprising, people are laying it low, how they are saying, you know, they're trying to uprise black people against white people, African Americans against Caucasians. And what they are doing here is telling you that these 3 white officers, or Caucasian officers, went in with no body cams. And if she's a first responder, then how is she not in their log? Anyways, I'm just saying this is something to get everyone raged up and riled up, to get their fear and their fight mode and their anger bullying. So I'm going to let you listen to a little bit more of this, and then I'm going to end it.
Your door, and were immediately met by gunfire.
But in a new wrongful death lawsuit against the officers, Taylor's family says they never announced themselves. The suit says Taylor and her boyfriend Kenneth Walker, startled from sleep, believed it was a break-in and called 911 for help. Walker, a licensed gun owner, then shot and wounded one of the officers. Officers returned fire, the suit says, blindly into the residence. Taylor's family attorneys say no drugs were found in the home.
And the tragedy of it is, it wasn't coronavirus that killed Breonna Taylor. It was police officers who were being reckless and irresponsible.
Walker is now facing charges for attempted murder of a police officer. His attorney says he's completely innocent. The officer's now on administrative reassignment, and while the case is under investigation, police aren't commenting. Meanwhile, Taylor's mother still absorbing her loss.
That's what I want people to know. She didn't deserve this.
Katie Beck, NBC News.
We'll take a quick break here, and up next.
Like I said, guys, this is all fear. This is all throwing all kinds of stuff at you all at once. Make you scared for your kids. Make you all, mad at officers. Make you upset about all of these things. And then they're announcing that they're going to take the kids out of the home. And people thought kids wasn't going to be really in danger from it because they were young, healthy lungs. no underlying conditions, no nothing. So I'm telling you now, this new mysterious illness that they're coming out with for the children, this is a way for them to say, if they come in, when they come to doors, this is how they're going to reassure you that your kids need to be safe. God bless you all, and I might do 1 or 2 more videos, and then I'm probably done. So, I love you all. Stay safe, and we need to figure this out, guys. I love y'all, and God bless you all. Seriously, we need it now. Pray for your brothers and sisters in Christ.